Hi guys, welcome to TechTricks tutorial. Today we are going to talk about how to use the Generative Fill tool in Photoshop Beta. It's a step-by-step guide to follow easily, and if you find this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Now let's dive right in. So to get started, let's have this photo right here. So in this photo, I'm going to show you how we can actually change the background and also the hairstyle and the hair color of this person that we have right here. Now let's go to our Photoshop beta. So here we have the picture of the woman. All right. And what we're going to do is to click on select subject. All right. So let's get started with changing of the background. So when we select the subject, what we're going to do is to simply wait for Photoshop Beta to load. With Photoshop Beta, it actually has a very high memory. So as much as possible, you need to have a high respec laptop or desktop in order for this to work well and work properly into your laptop. Right? So there. As you can see, we're still progressing and we just need to wait for this one to finish. Now, once the subject has been selected, click on Invert Subject. After that, click on the Generative Fill button and basically you'll see a prompt board right there or box. So say for example, we want to have a balcony at the back of this girl. So we're just going to type in balcony and hit on generate afterwards. So again, let's wait for the photo to progress. All right, so there you can actually see that there are actually different kinds of variations that you can choose from with the balcony. All right, so there you just need to click on the arrow button, right or left, if you want to see the different variations. All right, so say for example, you want to have a mountain view at the back. So you can say balcony with a mountain view and then simply hit on generate again once more. So you just need to wait for the photo or for the generation to be done. All right, so there. So as you can see, there's a balcony with a mountain view in it. All right, and we still have different variations. Okay, so now if you have chosen a specific background, say for example, we have this background, we're gonna leave it like that. And what we're going to do next is that we're going to try changing the hair of this girl this time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to select the lasso tool. This is a freeform lasso tool. And I'm just going to outline the hair of this girl so that we can actually change it to a different hairstyle and hair color. So let's try it out. Okay, once you've outlined, what you're going to do is to click on Generate Fill. And then afterwards, you just need to input what kind of hairstyle you would want to have. Say, for example, let's have a blonde hair for this girl. And then we're going to have a ponytail. So there, hit on Generate afterwards. And let's just wait for the photo to progress, basically. Okay, so as you can see, there is actually a ponytail, but this is like a more or less a low ponytail. And let's try to check out the different variations that Adobe has to offer. Okay, so I'm not really satisfied with the hairstyle that Adobe Generative Fill is giving me out. So I'm going to try to add more details, and this time I'm gonna put high ponytail. Okay, and hit on generate once more. All right, so there, it's not really a high ponytail, but this one looks better than the first generated fill that we had. So say for example, we're gonna use this one right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it as is. And basically, we have successfully changed the hairstyle of the girl from the picture. Now here is a before and after it was photoshopped. Alright, so changes are really evident. Now let's try out a different picture. Now say for example, we have a landscape, and in this picture we're going to try adding and changing the elements. Alright, and let's check it out how we can tweak this. So first is I downloaded or uploaded the photo in my Photoshop beta, and as you can see we have our mountain right here. Now currently I'm using a lasso tool, and I'm just going to simply click on the areas that I would want to change. So basically, this is not the freeform lasso tool. This is a quick selection tool where like certain areas can be easily selected in the photo. So I'm gonna use that one, and I'm going to simply click on the certain areas that I would want to edit in the photo. You can find this tool below the freeform lasso tool. So there. So I'm just going to scatter on the pages that I would like to edit. So here, let's try to input the prompt remove when we're putting in the generative fill. When I clicked on, or when I typed in remove, these are actually the solutions that Generative Fill has given me, or the options that Generative Fill has given me. So it did not delete the land form basically, or it did not become white, but basically it changed into a different form. So say for example, a while ago it was a very drought and dry land, but now you can see grasses in here. So you can actually use that one, and if you try to select different arrows here, if you click on right, there will also be different kinds of forms. Let's try to check it out what these are. So there you can see a lake. All right, and say for example I would like to use this one. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm still going to continue clicking on the free selection form, and then here I am going to add some fishes in the lake. Alright, so the prompt that I used a while ago is that I just simply typed in fishes. Okay, let's see if the fishes would be seen on the lake right here. Let's just wait for it to progress basically. Alright, so as you can see, there are actually fishes. It's not very evident, but if you try to click right, then there are actually a variation of fishes that you can see. I'm going to choose the third variation because it is actually the best option to choose. And as you can see in the video, it's not very clear, but those are actually blue fishes, and it's scattered all around, and it's more realistic, which you will be seeing in the later part of today's video. Okay, now another thing that I would like to add is a man fishing right here. So I used the free selection lasso tool, and then I generated my fill, and I just simply type in man fishing in the sea. One thing that I did wrong was that I actually inputted sea, but then it's still a man fishing. So let's see how this shows up. All right, so you can see a man right there standing up, and he is actually having a uh, fisherman's hook right there. And this is the final result. So basically, it's this easy to use the generative fill in Photoshop. So what are you waiting for? Download the application, and I hope that you found this tutorial very helpful.